Hey, my name is Salah Blackmore. I'm here with somebody you'll meet later. But what I'm doing is not exactly an interview, but a discussion between me and her. But it's majorly focusing on what she does, who she is, and who she wants to be in the near future. I'm your boy Salah Blackmore, and let's get this started. Now, baby girl, you got a name? And if you could be a bit audible, her name is Pasha. And why are you here? Medicine and surgery. So we have Susie Pasha, technicals in clinical medicine and surgery, an institution. The name of the institution, what the name? Curtsey University. Now, perhaps I'm talking to a potential employer out there. You may want to look at Susie Pasha as a job seeker or a resource. It's for you to decide, not me. So now, this is not an interview, it's an oral discussion. And this oral discussion is focusing on what Susie Pasha is all about, what Susie Pasha is doing, what Susie Pasha wants to do later in life. You're welcome. So Susie Pasha, tell me something about yourself. In 1 year. Clinical medicine, surgery, your second year? Yeah. All right. Preparing. If the cameraman could move closer so that you get, our voice is not a bit loud enough. Raise your voice, baby girl. You don't have to worry about nothing. This is just informal, purely informal. So, your second year, clinical medicine, surgery, you said?
Yeah.
All right. Tell me about your course.
It's a course concerned with human health, which majors on human science,
Human science, mechanism of the human what again you said?
management, applications, and anything to do with healthcare, including health education.
All right, Susie. Now, this course that you're doing, what made you decide that this is the course that you want to do?
Well, I've had areas integrated in my life, family. Then, growing up, I always wanted to be in part of solving situations, problems. So, I guess I thought I'd just want to be serving humanity in a different way.
All right, serving humanity in a different way. I want to a bit focus on that. I understand. Okay, sorry. That's not an introduction that was really of essence, but I want to say that she's Maasai. I know her personally. And now, did you feel like from where you come from, you've got a shortfall of this resource, or rather this skill that is required to handle those issues that you're talking about?
Yeah, because I think that Maasai is going to school. Yeah, it's true. We are few, and very few of us have got the chance to go to school, especially ladies. So I always wanted to outstand in everything.
So you see, she's broken the barriers. She's saying very few people understand that Maasais can do something for themselves, and here she is, Susie Pasha, I mean, besides the beauty that she got, she didn't want to make much use of the beauty, but she wanted to make much use of the brain. She came over here because she wanted to help our clansmen, to overcome various challenges, medical issues that they are facing. Now, Susie Pasha, tell me, assuming that you're facing a potential employer out there, perhaps maybe before we even go there, perhaps I mean, you want to be a career-oriented person, or you want to do business. Assuming, if it is maybe being a business lady, assuming you're talking to a potential, somebody out there who could maybe give you the funds that you require to do what you want to do in life, what would you want to tell them? Or maybe if you're talking to an employer, a potential employer out there, who might want to give you a job so that you develop your career, what might you want to tell them? So do you want to do business, or you want to be career oriented, like pursue your career, and when you're out there, maybe you get a job, you keep on climbing that ladder, career-wise. What would you want to say to those people out there, the employer, whoever, the sponsors who may want to give you, to fund your, ideas so that you be who you want to be like? What do you want to do?
Well, I'm going to say one thing, but first, I think I'll just career.
So career-wise, assuming you're talking to your employer, you're speaking to an employer out there, what would you probably want to tell them? Okay, let me start it this way. Do you think there are any, strengths you have in you? The strengths that you have are the ones that want to make this employer so they want to recruit you. What do you think makes you stand out? What are your strengths, baby girl, as an individual?
Yeah.
Susie?
First, I don't take this something I'm studying in life.
To be stable in life, right?
Something more than that.
Something more than that. If you could raise your voice, maybe you think this is what you want to do in life, and you've trained. Now, your strength maybe is a mastery of what you do as much as your course, or maybe what you're training for is concerned. What are these strengths? If I asked you to, maybe in a nutshell, tell us about what you do, give us maybe a small case that you managed to handle. You say you're doing clinical medicine, right? Tell us your strengths. Try to show this potential employer out there that you got what it is required. What is required to perform the duties as a clinical officer. I want you to give out a case scenario. You talk of maybe you talk of a disease, let's say. You give a diagnosis. You give a ruling on the case. I don't want to go like and then finally you want to recommend maybe some medicine that the patient is about to take. That is gonna take, or maybe something. I don't understand that much of that clinical stuff. But if you're facing your potential employer out there, you want to tell them what you do. Give an example of maybe a disease you've diagnosed, and recommend a drug or something, therapy, whatever. You know how you do your work, right? And then that will be your strength, because that will show that you know how to do your job.
Okay. My training, mostly I've come across heart failure. It's very common, especially in these immunocompromised people.
Yeah, raise your voice. Immunocompromised?
Immunocompromised among immunosuppressed.
All right.
It's very common. So
Raise your voice, please.
So I think cardiac failure, mostly by definition, it is when the heart cannot pump the amount that is required.
All right.
Yeah. So mostly the mechanism of the disease mostly is brought about maybe by the ventricular, when you understand the physiology and anatomy of the cardiovascular system, you know that pumping the heart mostly to the entire left ventricle. So when there's a problem with contraction of the left ventricle, definitely the enough amount that is needed by the body won't be injected. So there'll be under perfusion of vital organs, maybe the brain, the kidneys.
All right.
So that's how the complications arise. Or maybe the heart failure can be due to the outflow obstruction. You know, when there's a problem, the outflow of blood from the left ventricle to the aorta and to the rest of the body, definitely vital organs will be underperfused.
So what's your recommendation?
Sometimes it depends on the symptoms.
It depends on the symptoms
Yeah.
before you give a general reading.
Yeah.
Now look, I want to apologize for the hooting of the motorbikes and the staff. We're in a village. We're not in the same center. We don't have an office when we're doing this. So at least we are trying to give you something. We are trying to give you a challenge. Go to the villages, identify potential human resources available before you finally make a decision on the type of employer that you need. Now, Susie, we've been talking about your strengths now. You know your content, you know what you do, right? I want to ask you another question now. What opportunities do you see in the market, baby girl? Are you seeing any opportunities? Like you said you're career oriented, you want to like pursue your career and take to the next level. What opportunities are you seeing there that you think are not yet fully exploited, baby girl? Susie?
Well, there's one recent case that
If you could raise your voice.
yeah, there's some situation at home. A recent case, they wanted some clinical officers in Kajiado County. So very few applied. And then I remember I have a relative, she has done pharmacy diploma. So she applied for that post and she's employed as a clinical officer. Even though she's trained in pharmacy. So I think from home maybe people are lacking personnel, and I just want to finish school and then go somewhere. People.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, Shuz's Pasha is seeing some gap that is not filled in yet because of lack of appropriate, and I stress on that, appropriate personnel. Now, Shuz's Pasha, we've talked about your strengths, the opportunities that you see in the potential market. Now, I want to ask Shuz's Pasha the next question that I want her to think deeply before she gives a response. Susie Pasha, well, there are weaknesses, of course, that you got. There are weaknesses, of course, that you see in the industry out there, the potential market that we're talking about. Are you seeing any weaknesses? Do you have personal weaknesses that you think your employer got to adjust so that they cope with you as a human resource? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Do you think you've got personal weaknesses that you want to state out there so that we all know? Susie?
I'm flexible, so I can fit in well.
Flexibility is not a weakness, baby girl. Actually, that should be, I mean, that should be a compliment. When you are flexible, it means at least you can handle different situations and different scenarios. So give me another, baby girl. I want you to be straight to the point.
Well, I'm trying to say that I don't think I have a major weakness that can compromise my career.
Absolutely.
So yeah, they can fit in anyway.
Are you seeing any weakness out there in the job market? How cases are handled, how patients are diagnosed and maybe given treatment?
Well, I have a problem with maybe clinical officers have been neglected. Particular case here. See, a clinical officer goes for an internship 1 year. He's not paid, and then you do the major work in the hospital. Like everything. And emo comes to my some conditions maybe once in a week, or they're never even there. So they concocted there 24/7. It's not even incentives or motivation. So I think the weakness that maybe I can speak about is maybe the neglect. Clinical officers are neglected. Then when there's no motivation, definitely there's no sight, there's no morale. Therefore, there's a risk that people won't do their best, and patients will suffer because people won't be motivated to offer their best services to help the patients. So I think that issue needs to be addressed. People need to adjust and recognize clinical officers' position, and so that's a major concern, because I know when people are motivated, you know they're trained, you offer skills and everything that you need to perform, then everything is safe.
Alright. Should this partial we talk about personal weaknesses in the industry. Now, you got it. If you are listening, you got it. Now, I want to ask Susie Spasha the next question. Are you seeing any opportunities in the market? Do you think personally you are for an employer out there, maybe to see Susie Spasha is an opportunity for me to develop my organization, an opportunity for me to propel my organization to the next level, to make it an internationally recognized organization? Do you think an employer is going to see you as an opportunity to finally make it? Do you think the opportunities out there that are not explored yet, so this passion?
Yeah, I think I'm an opportunity.
Raise your voice, please.
I think that I'm an opportunity that an organization or an employer can exploit. Because one thing I know, I'm very good at what I do, and I love what I do, and I always try to be the best, and I don't stop until I'm the best.
Now, did you get that? Did you get that? She just said, I'm the best at what I do, and I don't stop. What did you say?
I always try to be the best, and I don't stop until I'm the best.
Exactly. I always try to be the best, and I don't stop until I'm the best in what I do. If you ask me, that's a motivated individual out there. That's a motivated person out there. You see, there's a difference between being the best at what you do and loving what you do. You can be the best in mathematics, arithmetic, and whatever, but loving it is different. That's what makes you outstanding. You know what I'm saying? Being good at an accountant, personally I'm an accountant, but it doesn't mean that I don't get bored by it. If I loved it, I'll never ever get bored by it. And that is your difference. Now, this is Pasha. My last and final question. Do you think you're facing any threats out there in the market? Do you think the medical industry is facing any threats out there? Threats that are going to hinder this market to deliver to the patients who are your customers, so as to say. So this passion.
Yeah, because nowadays, there's a lot of laxity in the training of the medics, especially in particular case our school. I don't know, I can't say that there's a time that we've completed a particular unit and I did that exam comfortably, knowing that I was taught well and maybe competent enough. So the training of the medics is really something.
All right.
So there's a problem in management. We've seen a lot of strikes. Today is the medics, the doctors, tomorrow is the dentists, the next week the clinical officer. So I think the government needs to focus on medical sector.
Now listen, Susie is stating major strikes, like oven strikes that happen from time to time as major threats in the industry. Now, she's addressing the government in this particular scenario here. Like, these are threats to the patients. We have so many people that are dying because of these reckless strikes. We don't want to talk about the doctors not being paid. We don't want to talk about the government not paying doctors. But we want to talk about people coming forward and offering solutions to these strikes. That's what Susie Pash is talking about. This is what is scaring these students. They feel like if they're out there in the field, this is what's gonna hinder them from delivering 100%, and I repeat, 100% from giving their all to what the patients require, to what the customers, what the patients require. Now, the big question is, what are we gonna do as a people to eliminate these threats that are scaring students, new entrants into this industry? Once again, I'm your boy Salah Blackmore. You may want to look at Susie Pasha as a job seeker, or you may want to look at Susie Pasha as an opportunity. So, as a final word, Susie Pasha, what do you want to communicate to a patient, an employer, or whoever out there, baby girl? Susie Pasha.
Well, yeah, like I said before, I do this because it's more than just something to give me a living. It's my passion, it's my happiness, my life. So yeah, you are to save hands as long as I'm in place to serve you and do my best.
Alright, now for you, that's Susie Pasha. Need I say more? Need I say more? Now, if you're an employer out there, you need no CV, you had her talk. She's gonna pack it up when you finally call her over to come with the papers. Alright? Once again, I'm your boy Salah Blackmore. You're welcome. And